Hello, wonderful subscribers. Welcome back to this wonderful channel, the News Info TV, where we bring you nothing but the truth. It has happened again. Iswap terrorists attack Nigerian military base in Borno State, killed soldier. It don't happen again, my people. When I usually say this thing on this channel, it looks as if I'm criticizing the government or I'm talking bad about the government. These terrorists are the ones that the government has been treating with a friendly hand. I still remember during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, when Israeli soldiers were brought into this country to fight these terrorists. And there was outbursts concerning it. Nigerians, some people started complaining, especially Northerners. They started complaining. Why would Goodluck do that? Don't you know that these people are somebody's children? This, that. Meanwhile, this terrorist act was still at the knee level. It has not even gotten to the knee level of it. It was still at the toe level as of that time. And the government refused to do anything. Later on, the government started to negotiate with these criminals, these people who commit heinous acts in the nation. The government started a negotiating talk with them. That was during the time of Chibok girls. These people started demanding, you give us this and we give you that. Now, the government said that their reason of doing this was in order to protect those who has been kidnapped by this, barbaric terrorists whose heart that has no place for mercy. And the government started the issue of negotiation, giving millions to these people. And of course, you know that when you give millions to these terrorists, they use it for acquiring more weapons, more arms. At that time, there were still baby birds. There were still little birds that has no wing to fly. They do not even know the destiny of what they are planning for Nigeria, whether it is going to progress or not, because they never knew the intention of the government, whether the government will comply with them or not. But as time goes by, they found out that government was playing to their tactics. Because the government was falling into their trap, because they set the trap for the government. These people are well equipped, they are well educated, they are intelligent. The other time I showed you how these people have gone ahead of the NIG military to acquire some artificial intelligence machine drones that can help in their carrying out of their heinous acts. Now, what is happening now is that they are now attacking a military base and they are also killed a soldier. And you think that this thing is going to end this way. It is not going to end. And if the government starts crying, the government of the day starts crying that this thing is getting out of hand, then I will also blame it on the military chiefs, military heads. What happened in Borno? What happened in Sahara? What were they doing there? How come they lavished the nation's money? They took millions from the nation. They took huge amount of money from the nation without even giving account of that money. And still yet, after amassing these millions in order to acquire weapons to be able to fight these deadly ants, these deadly men that have entered the nation, yet there was no good result. Of course, you know that many of our children were lost in this battle. Many of Nigerian soldiers died. If you don't know people personally, I know some people personally. I know one guy who was shot. By God's grace, he recovered. And I think he resigned from the army. Many of Nigerian soldiers lost their lives. And at the time, people began to wonder whether the Nigerian military or the people in whose position it is to dispense this money are now using it for business, whether this issue of terrorism has become a business in Nigeria. As if the people who are settling this matter are taking court. The other time, the case was about Gumi, and now there is an indictment on another person, either P2B, whether something through his account or something like that. They were finding something that's according pays that were given to this terrorist. Gumi will go there and represent Nigeria. How come he knows these people's hideout? How come the soldiers don't know about it? If Gumi knows or anybody else know where to find these people and negotiate with them and carry their money to them in bags to be able to release their abductees, how come these same people don't know how to get by to be able to get these people apprehended, to pay for their sins, to pay for the acts they have committed? And the government was painting this thing, what could have been handled with an iron hand, the government was handling it with a rubber hand. And as you can see now, they have progressed. They are once a little bird that had no wing to fly. They could go nowhere. They never know their whereabouts. They never know their destiny in the acts they were carrying out. But as it stands now, they have become a big bird. Not even a big bird, they are more like the eagle who can sight whatever that is happening in Nigeria from millions of miles away. Because now, as it stands now, they have gone ahead of the Nigerian soldiers. They acquired AI instrument, that fire artificial intelligence instrument that helps them in carrying out their work. Recently, I read to you that they acquired a drone that can even help them to bomb anywhere they want to bomb without them going to that place. How do they get all this money to carry out this thing? It is from the money that the government has been paying them as a ransom to release their captives. And of course, you know that as the government was planning or were planning to save these captives that were captured by these evil men, we have lost more people than those who were captured initially. Initially, it was only the Chibok girls. And there were protests in Nigeria. Many people were, even the people in Bono, and in Bono State, were cursing former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Nigerians were cursing him. People were carrying placards everywhere. And now, Buhari told Nigerians that in 2015, that immediately he assumed office, that will be the first thing he will do to eradicate terrorism from Nigeria. But as it stands now, terrorism has multiplied in thousands more than what has been happening those days. Let me take you down to this news so that I will read for you. This is coming from Sahara News, Sahara Reporters. A soldier was killed in the early hours of Monday when the Islamic State West Africa province Iswap terrorists attacked a Nigerian military outpost in the Buka area of Bono State. A security analyst in the Lake Chad region, Zagazola Makama, who disclosed this in his publication, further revealed that the Nigerian troops of 21 Armored Brigade Operation Hadinkai OPHK Bama area of the state repelled an attack of the Iswap terrorists on the outskirts of the town in the state. Makama noted that the terrorists stormed the town from the Sambisa axis through Yarimari, Ghana in the early Monday morning at about 0200 hours in an attempt to launch an attack, but it was gathered that the troops were swiftly deployed to the scene where they engaged the terrorists at the back of the Bama International Displaced Persons IDPs camp, forcing the terrorists to flee. In collaboration with the Civilian Joint Task Force (CJTF), the Nigerian troops 21 Armored Brigade, Bama, and 199 Special Forces Battalion had, between April 17th and 20th, 2023, killed 35 terrorists and captured one Alhaji Bana after the security forces destroyed 12 camps of the Boko Haram located in Bama local government area of the state. So you see what is currently happening. This is the fight between the Nigerian military and the Iswap, and these people are trying everything they could in order to be able to penetrate into the country in order to be able to dominate. Of course, which if the government does not, use iron hand to treat these people, I promise you that this thing is gonna get out of hand, and it is going to affect too many people in this nation. And who knows what the extent of this thing is going to be. Still remember that you are still on the News Info TV, where we bring you nothing but the truth and nothing but the news. And we go all over the world to make sure that we update you on the happenings. Please, if this is your first time of joining us on this channel, just go ahead and hit the subscription button for me, the like button, the share button, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news enter, you will be the first to collect it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.